I had seen this particular netbook in Best Buy a few times, but I checked my videos and I never did a formal review on it. So I figured I'd go ahead and do one. This is the HP Mini 1000, and this is just a look at the overall size of the unit. You can see it's small, but it's got a really big keyboard. It's a 92%. This is the full. I think they're the exact same keyboard as they have on the 2133. The only difference is the color. In fact, I think the control system here on this particular, the keyboard and the trackpad are the same as they are on the Mini Note, the 2133. The only difference is this one is the 1000. It's a 10-inch. Also, this is only available with Windows. They do not have a Linux version of this. This is a little shot of the computer closed up. You can see it's fairly small now. At Best Buy, if you can make it out there, the pricing on this was $400, which I think is pretty good. Some people are saying these netbooks are the future, and I agree on that completely. Once we get these up to snuff in terms of power with full-size laptops, these may become the replacement for full-size laptops. Once we can get the power up to snuff for graphical artists and so forth, that probably won't be for about a decade or so. Maybe less. Here we go. It's just a side of the shot of the left side of the netbook. We've got our HDMI port. Right behind that is our USB with our microphone and headphones single audio jack. It's kind of hard to see there in the picture. And right there on the far left, where the light is, that is your AC adapter. This is just a shot of the front of the unit. On the left, the switch, that one is for your power, and on the right, it's for your wireless. So you can see it's very similar to the 2133. There are only a few differences. Sorry, I'm having trouble controlling the button here with the camera. Give me a second. There we go. The right side of the system contains a couple of more USB ports, and oh shoot, I can't make that out in the picture there, if there's anything more or not. Oh. There's something back here that I don't know what it is. It says USB, but I asked the salesman sometime back. He said it was something else. I don't remember what he said. And obviously you can see that there's an AT&T broadband card hooked up to this onto the display unit. This is the bottom. Now, take a look there. That big square. As far as I know, that's the battery. And if that's the battery, that's a big battery. I haven't seen batteries that big in computers for some time. The most recent one I remember with a battery of that type is the HP Pavilion N5130, or I'm sorry, 5150, N5150 notebook running Windows Millennium that one of my relatives had a long while back. We still have it, but it just doesn't work all that well. This is just a quick shot of the keyboard, just to look to see how the keyboard is overall. At first, I thought it was a little bit flat. I've seen this computer several times, and at first I thought the keyboard was flat. But as I got to typing a little bit more with it, I realized that that's not the case. It's a pretty usable keyboard. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at some notes I've written on this. So give me a second to pull those up. As I said before, this thing has a wonderful keyboard. The system overall is very lightweight. It's only about a pound or two. The system is fast under Windows XP. The touchpad, that's the one narrow thing about the computer. The touchpad is a little bit, well, one of the downsides, I should say, about the computer. The touchpad is a little bit narrow. and the buttons do take some getting used to. Overall, given its purpose and forgiving HP for not including a version of this particular netbook with Linux, which, I need to be honest with you, I was reading something. The second Windows 7 goes public for sale, in non-beta and full release form, the Linux netbook is going to be toast. It's going to be dead. So, putting that aside, I give it a 9 out of 10, and the only reason I give it a 9 out of 10 is because I haven't really looked at the factors of battery life and whatnot. But if you're going for a netbook, the Mini 1000 as well as the Mini 2133 are both very worthwhile. You should have them on your list. The excuse me. The 2133 and the 1000 both are very nice systems. I have not seen the 2133, but from what I've seen in the pictures, I think I like the 1000 a little bit more simply because it has a bigger screen. But it's perfect for somebody who just wants a computer to surf the net, compose Word documents, and just do stuff on the go. That involves the net. It's perfect. I really couldn't find any major fault with the netbook at all. The 1000 also booted relatively quickly. I had it under a boot test. I didn't time it, but from what I could see, it was pretty good for a Windows XP machine. And like I said, XP was fairly snappy. Keyboard felt good. The only negative, like I said, about the system is the touchpad. That'll take some getting used to. Or if you don't like a touchpad at all, or you don't want to adapt, just go ahead and pick up an external mouse. It'll take it right away. As far as the specs, I didn't think to look at the space, so I have no idea what the story is on hard drive space or RAM or any of that, or the media storage. Normally I take that down, but I forgot to this time. But overall, I'd say good investment. If you're in the market for a netbook, I say go for it. So that's my take. Comments and questions are welcome. Thank you for watching. All negatives will be deleted and you will be possibly blocked. Thank you for watching and have a nice evening.